Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks and just playing around this morning. Not saying you'll ever make anything, but it looks like the letter's kind of falling into the crevice of this rectangle or square. So I'm going to take a rectangle or a square tool and I'm just going to hold down the control button. And then I'm going to take another one, but I'm just going to draw a rectangle and make it about like that. Then I'm actually going to delete the lines I don't need. And then we need to group this together, Control G. And then I'm going to get the Extrude tool. Well, you know what I need to do first? Let's rotate this guy. Let's make it 22.5 degrees. Then let's get the Extrude tool. Just give it a little bit of an extrusion. Get your rounding where you can kind of get around. I want to be able to see this front side. That looks pretty good. Then select it all and go up to Object and break the extrude apart. And what that does is allow you to delete some lines. So now we're going to delete some lines that we should not be able to see. And we shouldn't be able to see those lines. You shouldn't be able to see that line. We want that open. You got to kind of use your imagination, like what lines could be seen and what lines can't be seen. Like we don't need any of those lines. And that looks pretty good. Now take your Smart Fill tool, and I would probably do these one at a time. You can do them all at one time. And then get your Interactive Fill tool and just kind of go downward. Make this a little bit darker so it makes it look like it's a well. And if you do that, you can slide this up, slide this back down. That looks pretty good for the video. Now you can take your Smart Fill tool, and you could actually probably do the bottom too, but I'm going to just Smart Fill those other sections of the box. You probably definitely need to Smart Fill that bottom part in it a little bit black. So we'll try to grab it. You could actually just make it a little bit darker color. No, that doesn't look good. Get your Interactive Fill tool again. You know what I did? Let me back up here. I made a mistake when I Smart Filled this. I did not cut out that one line because I want that all to be the same, right there. So there's the key. Then get the Smart Fill tool. Fill that in. That's open, so that's good. As a matter of fact, that won't be able to be seen. Get your Interactive Fill tool, and then add a little bit darker color. So that took care of that darkness down there. And then make it a little bit darker up top. Maybe expand this out a little bit, bring this down a little bit. And you could play with this till the cows come home. Then take your Smart Fill tool again on that same color and fill all the parts in that need to be blue. Now it kind of doesn't stand out yet, but if we take all the boxes and hit a black outline, it kind of gives it a really good look. We're going to take this font, we're going to go to Object, Order, Front of Page, but we're going to make that font white. Make it a little bit smaller. And it's kind of tricky to get it placed in there, but if you get that corner pretty close to the edge, and then double click on your rotation and put your rotation of that corner, then you can rotate it kind of downward to the appropriate spot. That looks pretty good. Now just take a 2-point line, and after you make one line, you want to use that line for all the lines. So we don't want to make another line. We want to hit the plus key on the keyboard, get that 4-sided cross. I'm not going to be too interested right now trying to get them perfect because I'm going to have to zoom in. Like that one actually jumped when I let go of the mouse. So I'm just trying to get them close because I'll zoom in and critique them a little bit. Now I haven't done an O yet, but I'm going to just kind of imagine what it would look like. Maybe just where it touches the line. Whoop. If you ever make it smaller, just get that 4-point cross is the big thing. One more line. All right, now let's zoom in and see how close we are. We're not really close. So grab that line, but grab it with that 4-point cross and see if you can't get it right on that part of that line. Well, I was way off on that one. I think that's where the mouse actually moved a little bit after I let go. It should really lock or snap to. I don't know if there's anything for it to snap to, but you just need to get that 4-point cross. Same thing on the O. I guess you just really want it where it's touching that, where the O is touching. And I'm a little bit off on my, I'm over the line a little bit, but for the video, that's good enough. You'd want to probably do that a little bit better. See, I'm a little bit off on the F. We could maybe change that, but we're going to leave it for right now. Now, don't worry about these lines. Just take your Smart Fill tool, set it on white, and fill in these spots. And if you've done a good job, which evidently I did, you can't see it. Now, if we can take these lines, really you can't delete them because then you'll, I mean, well, I'm deleting them, but if you deleted them all, you delete the lines in your box. Now, here's kind of the key. Grab that one, hold down the shift, grab that one, keep holding down the shift, and go up to Object, Group, and group these together, and then get your interactive fill tool one more time, and let's put a little dark, maybe not too dark, and see what it did. It made them all the same, but make sure this is kind of at that angle. Let's make it a little bit darker. And what you could do is just slide that down or up a little bit. That looks pretty cool. I don't know that the font is in front of that line. Probably shouldn't be, but you could do the same order with that. Kind of looks like the font's running off the page or into a hole. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.